Hey everybody, welcome to day 480 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, and we did hit our sales goal yesterday, so that was 2 days in a row. And if I get my butt moving and do the rest of the shipping today, we might make it. We might make it another day, but that's contingent on that. So welcome to Q4. Yes, and today is my birthday. Yes, I know. How cool. Like it's Q4 and it's my birthday. I'm entering my 51st year. It's exciting. Year 50 was so incredibly awesome. I'm a little bit daunted, wondering if 51 can be even better. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to do my best to make that happen. I had so many things I want to talk about tonight, and gosh, to settle on something was really difficult. But what I want to talk about is habit. It is a habit. And this came up today as we were reviewing our 12-week year, the last year, because we'll be starting a new one next week. And I'm going to be talking about that incessantly and letting you know some cool things that will be happening in our community in November, specifically regarding the 12-week year and that book. But all right, it is a habit. And somebody had said, actually, it was Vanessa, the diabetic reseller. If you're not following her, go follow her. You will not regret it. She said, there's things that have, and it was Samantha as well, things that, in previous years we have done that have become a habit. And I was like, geez, you know what? Like, I really hadn't thought about that. Like, things I really struggled to do in year one are now a habit. Like, what point does it become a habit? What point does it become routine? Like, a lot of us try quickly to set a habit, to just wake up and change overnight and, make it a habit. But really, it hasn't been like that at all. It's been a slow, transition of missing some days, getting it other days, and just doing it consistently, right? So it could look a little bit like a roller coaster in the beginning until it becomes a habit. Like a lot of us now have the reset to zero habit, right? It's just something we automatically do. Like I don't have that on my tactics. I don't have that on my reminder sheet. It's just something that automatically happens. And has it become a habit yet for you? Or do you still need a reminder? I don't know, but maybe it's worth putting down in your reminders, in your calendar, if it is not a habit yet. And how long do you have to do that? And it's different for everybody. But and then Jill had sent me this video, which I am linking up at the end of this video and in the show notes. It is 30 tiny habits for success. It is a short YouTube video. It is pretty amazing. It touches on so many of the things that we have discussed in book club with the slight edge. And it's just very easy things. And there was one concept at the very beginning of this video that I had not heard. Like we say reset to zero, which is totally different than the concept of zero in this. He's never have a 0 day. That means if something is on your list, you start small. Let's say don't have a 0 day. If you are, a creator, make sure you write or produce something every day. Even if it's for 2 minutes and you have to set your timer for 2 minutes, like don't end the day at 0 because it's really hard. We've talked about this before. He doesn't say this in the video, but I do say this a lot. It is hard. It is the hardest step is to go from 0 to 1, to get that momentum, to get started from 0 to 1. So if you don't have a 0 day, you never have to take that really hard step again. Doesn't have to be a heroic moment. It could be one, I think he uses that one push-up if you have health goals or exercise goals. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. I know. What? It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Just don't end the day at 0. If you're, working on relationships, working on friendships, don't go the whole day without at least minimally sending someone a text, or if you are One of the other things he said is he tries to compliment people all the time, and like true, real compliments, and making that a habit. Like, don't end the day at zero if that's one of the things that you feel strongly about. Don't go the whole day without asking somebody about themselves or doing, having a question or curiosity. Whatever your goals are, just don't end the day at zero. And that doesn't mean you take the whole thing and you have to do it all. You just do one tiny little thing, so you're not going from 0 to 1, because we all know how that goes. It's hard. Days can go by, months can go by, and you think, maybe tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. No, something small. Do that push up, send that text. I love this. Don't end the day at 0, but do reset to 0 and do make that a habit, and do watch the video I'm linking up here, because it is really fantastic and it is not overwhelming. A lot of times we get bombarded with all these changes and heroic things we have to do to change, but really it is the little things we do day in and day out in the moment. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. I will see you on day 481 of Reseller Reflections. Night, night.